A close study of literature gives a reader a chance to explore and explain the ideas of characteristics of a text, to give the reader an understanding of how its quality makes it distinctive. The murder mystery story, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddons, present a distinctive form, unique features, and uncommon language. The story is narrated by Christopher, a teenager with Asperger's, and addresses the themes of math and logic, also alienation, in an unorthodox way which challenges the reader's everyday perspective. Christopher's interest in mathematics and logic is thematically incorporated in his outlook on life and his perspective on situations and concepts. This is different from how we see things on a daily basis. Christopher's love of maths is demonstrated by both form of the novel. Christopher's novel and also his unorthodox use of figurative language in the quote, "I think prime numbers are like life. They are very logical, but you could never work out the rules, even if you spend all your time thinking about them." Chapter 19. Christopher's love mathematics, specifically prime numbers, which are simple to him, but very complicated to understand for most people. The chapters of the book are all prime numbers, which is an uncommon feature in most chapter books. The prime number chapters also tie in thematically with not only the theme of mathematics but the further plot of the story, as the novel is also Christopher, his personality, his love of mathematics, and the way he sees the world. Through Christopher's logical view of the world, he quotes, "And this shows that intuition can sometimes get things wrong. And intuition is what people use in life to make decisions. But logic can help you work out the right answer." After Mrs. Alexander informs Christopher of his mother's death, Christopher goes on to tell an anecdote about the Monty Hall problem, a philosophical mystery that exposes the fallacy of human intuition. Human intuition may often lead to incorrect conclusion. In Christopher's opinion, logic and statistics still win over human intuition. Christopher's use of anecdote after his conversation with Mrs. Alexander shows that he has become a victim of his own intuition. Then he was mistaken about his mother. Through Christopher's uncommon love of mathematics and his logical view of the world, the reader's everyday perspective are challenged. Alienation is shown throughout the novel, which challenges the reader's usual perspective to showing Christopher's confrontation of social norms. Christopher is a person who would rather be happy and alone. It is obviously stated in chapter 83 when Christopher said, "Sometimes when I want to be on my own, I get into airing cupboard in the bathroom and slide in beside the boiler and pull the door behind me and sit there and think for hours, and it makes me very calm." This quote shows that Christopher is happy and prefers to be alone because it allows him to think. As Christopher thinks, he is able to arrange all of the events and emotions that are running through his mind, which releases him of stress. In the chapter 229, Christopher furthermore shows being alienated makes him happy through a simple sentence of varied length. In a dream Christopher had, he says, "When I was asleep, I had one of my favorite dreams. In my dream, everyone is dead. This is not a favorite dream you will usually hear, as it sounds horrible to most people. But Christopher likes this dream as he doesn't have to socially interact with other human beings, which is confusing and uncomfortable for him. He also won't have to deal with a big crowd and people touching him, which scares him the most." Both these quotes shows that Christopher wants to be alone and is happy to be alienated from the world. Through the concept of alienation, everyday perspective is also challenged. Through a close study of literature, the audience's perspective is challenged through Christopher's view of the world and his love of mathematics. Logic and comfortable with being alienated, the audience is shown that their perspective is not the only perspective, and that is difficult growing up for people like Christopher.